Hey everyone, this is Malgazer coming at you here with another installment to the Final Fantasy XIV main story playthrough. Last we played, we finished Endwalker, and as of this week, the week of April 10th, they came out with some more post-Endwalker, free whatever the next expansion is, main scenario quests. So we're going to pick up right where we left off here with a newfound adventure. Malgazer, how lovely to see you. If you're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup? Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well. Oh, look at that. Junk food. Heck yeah. Some of those don't look too shabby. Is it voice acting?
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around. Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it.
You'll figure it out. You're pretty smart.
What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
Grand new adventure. Still mulling it over. Dot dot dot. Of course, grand new adventure.
Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough? Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you.
Okay.
You fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats. For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while?
Why would I? It's awesome.
Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again and travel the world in search of wonder.
Telling me to start over. Dang it. There, it's a little bit better. Who knows what mysteries waits to be covered? There's a great idea about where to start. I don't know. I don't want to start fresh. I'll just dot 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 it. Hmm.
If you're having trouble deciding, just leave it to me. Thavner, that's where you should go next.
I've already been there.
I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radzat-Han the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Vritra would be pleased to see you. Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
I wonder what's down there. Curiouser and curiouser.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world. In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress.
I still haven't worn the other ones you gave me.
Shouldn't take much longer now, though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
Chug, chug, chug. All right. Is it done yet? Make sure it has pockets. That doesn't look like adventurer gear.
Trim here and trim in there, knot the threads with love and care. Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement. I am one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims.
I'm falling asleep.
I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
They're gonna double my backpack room. That would be pretty sweet, honestly.
Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
I thought you said it'd be quick. You got me. Not quick at all. Ooh. Why are like that one thing clear and the fire's clear, but everything else is blurry? Xenos. Of course he didn't straight up just die.
Unless I am returned.
They're giving titles to this newfound adventure. Yeah, I've never seen titles like that before. Maybe they'll change it up a bit when going forward. The candle's burnt all the way down.
Ah, you're awake.
I slept on my armor.
My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing. You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga?
Neither.
Either way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall.
No need.
If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
All the way back there? Wait, where is the Diamond Forge? Is that the one in Old Charlene, or is that the one just outside? Find out in a moment. Just outside, okay. And it's like, dang. Meet me in another city, on another continent entirely, to finish your clothes. Glad they didn't do that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use this mount. Pew pew pew. There you are. Observe as the artiste refines her piece into a masterpiece. And no napping this time. I only need a moment. You'll see. Yeah, you said that last time. I can finish it before you finish another cup of tea. A little more room in the shoulder, open up the cuffs, the final adjustment to the hem. All done. Let's see how it looks on the mannequin. Well, what do you think? Doesn't it just scream, ready for a bold new adventure? Pretty basic stuff. It looks good though. That doesn't need to be fancy. Yeah. I'm so glad you approve. So, yeah, we will have to under yourself, Totaro, thank you. What do I owe you? Nah, let's not do that one. Oh, stop. You'll make me blush. If you really want to thank me, though, all I ask is that you wear this on your travels. No, thank you. Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. They look at you, a famous hero, and wonder, wherever did he purchase those stylish yet practical garments? And before you know it, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place orders at Taru's boutique. Wahaha, I can hear it now. The merry clink clink of gill overflowing from my coffers. Sweet music to my ears. Oh, just forcing all this stuff on me? Instead of putting it in a chest like you usually do? Thanks. Ahem. Burgeoning merchant empires aside, I'll turn this off real quick. You must be excited to start a fresh new chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all your experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant, or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Something to keep in mind in any case. Start writing a journal. Collection expanded the... What? What is this? Okay. New entries from prominent terms and characters will be added to the codex as you progress through the main scenario quests. So they added a new feature? For what reason? What's here? Oh, that's right. You can do this now. They added this. You can do trusts from level 15 all the way through. Well, the original game, and then Shadowbringers and Endwalker, which is the ones where they had him already. So they added it to Realm Reborn, and they're going to work on other ones. So that's good. Collection. Unending Codex. Okay. Looks like they also added, what is this? Adventurer Plate. Allows you to share your character information on a profile of your own design. Other adventurer plates can be viewed by accessing subcommands via targeting a character or right-clicking their name in the friends list. You can make it public if you want. Oh, it can be like... I can change when I'm generally online or whatever. Tank. Healer. Oh, this is just color coded? Yeah. Limsa. Gardania. I don't know what Frontier is. Stylized. Kinda cool. No thank you. Pop. You could probably... I think it was a stylized that looked the best. Advanced settings, you could change a lot of things. I'm not going to worry about that so much. Okay, so what's the other thing that opened up? Portraits. Poses, motions, and framing options. That's fine. Just little things that people can do whatever they want. Okay, let's get back in here. As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Scions, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers land gossip, and the best places to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive at Thavner, I suggest you explore your options at Mairead's Mayhain, finest drinking establishment in Razat-Han. Charm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the direction of the local tale tellers, but also share with you the tricks of loosening their tongues. Now, I really must be getting back to my boutique. Enjoy the journey, Malchezair, and may a fair fortune find you. Yeah, I'm going to nod at her. Perfect. Razat-Han. See some new people out there. How's everyone doing tonight? Fantastic, I hope. Talk to Melil. Welcome to Mairead's Mayhain. Probably mispronounced that on purpose. Oh, hello. I did not recognize you at first. Are you here alone? Let me find you a table. Ruins beneath the bounty. Would you be speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We had run regular, a historian in fact, who could tell you all about it. Ah, there he is. Professor Jalin. I thought I saw him come in. Although a somewhat private sort, the professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Mayhain's unique beverages. Offer him any drink from our selection, and he should happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek, and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy for him is on the house, by the way. If Mairead found out I took coin from Thavner's savior, she would have be scrubbing pots for a week. Yes. Following event cannot be skipped. It's an interview. And what may I do for you, my Eorzean friend? This is a friendly chat. How about a drink? Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered. Here we are, one of Mairead's finest. Enjoy. Oh, lovely. Bottoms up. Sounds good. Give a beer. Empties the cup in a single pull. Awesome. Giant cup. That's very kind of you, sir. But I know when I'm being softened up. What is it you want from me? Oh, chasing down that old tale, are you? It does seem to appeal the adventurous at heart. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you've heard of Alzadal? He was Han of the Ari tribe, which sailed to Thavner from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Razat-Han. His decision to aid the Arcosodra is what ultimately won them the war against the Gajasura, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Alzada III, who was known for his deeds as a satrap in the Razathan's earlier days. Some attest that this man traveled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others believe that he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first brood. Then there is the tale of the sunken vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Alzada III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and locked all his worldly wealth within. In the centuries since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Razathan, folk would remember the tale of the hidden treasure. Hardy souls would set out to claim their fortune, but precious few ever made it home. Would you like to hear more? Apologies, I have a slight tickle in. Oh, my cup appears to be empty. Look at this smile. Another round for the professor. I see we've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer. Another for the professor. Today was a splendid day to visit the Mayhain. He gulps down his newest drink with gusto. Where were we? Yes, those who did return from seeking the treasure vault flatly refused to speak of what they saw. Oh, he's drunk now. Did this discourage others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend. The golden lure grew ever stronger than before. That reminds me of something Azama was saying. Azama is a fellow connoisseur of spirituous potables. Yes, he is. Anyway, he was saying that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail here, but he did have a... No, I can say no more. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy quest? If my words sent you to your death, I can never live with myself. I am no stranger to peril. Is that so? Perhaps it's your turn to tell a tale then. What manner of dangers have you faced? Oh, you don't know. Well, excuse me. The very edge of existence? From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it, but I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days. A drink. I need another drink to settle my nerves. Milil, more of the same if you please. As you wish. This one is on your coin, Professor. He's gonna pass out. Drains yet another cup dry. But anyway, you being who you are, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of Osama's, he was desperate to buy a treasure map, one which showed the way to the entrance of the vault. Seems you can only get it from some merchant. What's his name? Well, I forget. Let's drink a toast to you, my new best friend. Milil, more drinks. Signal for water instead. The signal is a stare. A wink. Your drink, sir. Marvelous. I'm parched. What if he's so drunk he can't tell the difference? Gulps down the cup of water. That was water. Did you tell her to bring me water? Still, that's probably for the best. Very kind of you, really. My head will certainly thank you in the morning. Ugh, I seem to have overindulged. Excuse me, I seem to have overindulged. I am put in mind of the words of Master Jalzan. Be wary how much of the drink you swallow, lest it swallow you. Forgive me, I will subject you to no more of this unseemly antics. If you want to speak with Osama, well, as I said, we share a taste for the Mayhain's fine spirits. He probably came in as we were talking. I wish you fortune in Finding your fortune. You appear to learn all that Jarlene has to share regarding the undersea vaults. To find out more, you'll need to locate a man by the name of Osama. Am I just going to get people drunk for a while? He wasn't hard to find. Yes, I am Osama. And who might you be? Some dude. All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in search of Azadal's legacy, and I've been watching for his sails ever since. I tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding that vault. And that look in his eyes. I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Azadal III's otherworldly hoard, and his ambition would not be denied. I see it in you too, that appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn you from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. Well, I'll tell you what my friend told me. I convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him a rough location of the vault's entrance. It seems this merchant, one Zashal I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route, but my friend's purse was too light for the exorbitant price. What with meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the Bounty. And within those ruins hides the path to the vault deep below. If you truly intend on seeking Azadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home.
Please, Ashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
Voice acting.
What's all this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness?
If you don't have any money, how can you get to the treasure?
So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake? What have you to offer in payment? As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name. This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Azadal III, one of the great satraps of Radzat Han, and a direct descendant of Alzadal Khan.
Oh, they actually pronounce it Khan now, as opposed to Han.
A map to Alzadal's legacy?
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the Bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession. A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly.
A fake. I think it's a fake too.
This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away. Be glad I am no such king, boy. Your scrawny-eyed would never return with that treasure alive.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, cruel fate! Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim? How I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map.
Oh.
Whatever they pay will be but pittance against the golden hoards they stand to uncover.
It's a trick. Bad acting. Pistinian.
of you, sir. Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadal's lost fortune.
A fortune, you say?
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
Monastanian, don't be stupid.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price? Well met, my friend. Someone is dressed for adventure.
They're assuming I put on the other suit.
Favner of all places. Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping.
I think his voice actor changed.
Ruins beneath the bounty. Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You needn't mind us.
And now I've fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
He's gonna grow a conscience. Be like, it was a fake.
This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
You seemed eager to be underway. I never took you for a treasure hunter. I like that one.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself. If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days. I hope to do for Thavnir what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove.
Okay.
Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits. Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant.
Okay, you figured it out. I knew it.
Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims. Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough. Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent, whether the map leads us to the vault or not.
Oh, you have a heart, Justinian. Where did that come from?
You are coming along, yes?
Nope. I'm here to sit on the beach. Sit Mai Tais. Naturally. Shall we split the expenses? No, I'll just say naturally.
I thought as much. Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
Alright, let's go. Load up. Do it. You will recall I spoke of visiting Thavner at Reacher's request? Well, he finally invited me to a feast, and made his proposal once I was too full of Hunnish delights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant Host in lance work. But that is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a trawler with a ship fit for the open seas. Matsuya is a fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Akyali and see if he can help us. I guess. Let's go to the place that's all the way over there. Oh, that's right. I turned on the mount music finally. At least it's not too far, I guess. Voice acting or no? Find out. Nope. I have friends. What brings you to our humble village? Explain, 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 explain. So you need a seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins? Considering it was your deed which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone will be glad for a chance to repay the favor. Wait here, and I'll have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. How did the kid get here? How did the kid know where we were going? Have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us since we left the city. I teleported, so he followed you. We see you there, boy. Show yourself. Ah, it is you. Do you know how far out of our way we walked so that you'd not cross paths with some wild beast? I'm sorry, sir, but aren't you the heroes who saved Thavner? You are. I know you are. And I've gone and cheated you. I work with this Zashal, you see, the map merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and convince the crowd his wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done and beg for your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would never have, well, we'd be enough. I knew your game, and then I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out, for my friend here was seeking those very ruins. You are kind to overlook the wrong I have done you, but there is more you need to know. The map you bought is very real, as is the island it shows. I overheard Zashal selling the information to another customer. He told that man where he needed to search, about the ruins, about the vault, about everything. And the men sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. You cannot go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army. I do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there is little we cannot overcome. Please, I cannot bear the thought of... Are you going to start crying? Ding. We can invite our comrades. We might need a hand move. Now you made him cry. Good, invite our comrades. That we could, and assuming we do find the treasure hoard, it may prove wise to have more hands along for the carrying. Any ideas on whom to approach? The Scions have scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Ishtola. Ishtola. Her magics would be a welcome addition, but I am loath to interrupt her research. Mayhap we could ask for a less prickly companion. Let me see if I can find the wrong way through. Alphino and Alizea. Let's see if this answer's wrong too. Little Lord Alphino and his sister, were they not bound for Garlemald? They have far more importance to attend to than delving for trinkets. Ingrid and Urianger. Eh? Those two would answer our call certainly, but they left the Rising Stones with a definite task in mind, and I am loath to interrupt their self-appointed mission. Yaha, I did it. Correct. Gratia and Cryle. Aye, Cryle may have her hands full rebuilding the students, but if you reach out to Graha, he would surely leap out at the invitation. Will that set your mind at ease? Yes, if that man is as strong as you. Is he, though? Strong, I mean. What is your name, boy? Murad, sir. Well, Murad, your life is yours to live as you will, but I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe. I'm not proud of what I do, but what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everyone's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans. Wait, boy. I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates. Thank you, sir. Call me Estinian. Bum, 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 bum. I shall leave you to recruit Graha. He'll appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Someone there ought to be able to point you in the right direction. Let us be off too, Murad. Do me a favor, don't stray from the path. Let's take the hour walk back when he can teleport. They still need to improve the loading times. I don't even know if they can. All these locations have a lot to load. Alright. So I was listening to some of the Endwalker music the other day, and I read that the music for this area in here is actually taken from Final Fantasy V. I have not played that in quite a long time, so I'm not 100% sure, but that would be pretty cool. They do have a lot of those things in here. I wish there was a way to turn on, like, somewhere and be like, oh, here's the track name of the air of what you're hearing. That way you know what to look for. Excuse me. All right. Well, look who it is. Welcome back, Malkazer. What might the students do for you? Where's Graha? Graha? Yes, he's in the main hall with Mistress Cryle. They've been holed up there for days. By all means, go and give them an excuse to take a break. Is it voice acting? That would be wunderbar.
Ah, Urgika, my good man. Would you be so kind as to...
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
I would assume our footfalls sound different. I'm huge.
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
What are you two working on?
Raha and I have I've been compiling old records of the students' activities. We were able to locate several accounts in the archives of Numenon, but the bulk of our documents was lost along with the Isle of Fowl.
But what brings you to the Annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around?
Explain, 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 explain.
The treasure vault of Alzadal III.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition? I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task, on the subject of which I had hoped to ask for your assistance. Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned.
And Graha's like, yeah.
You should go, Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Are you sure? I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
I'm sure. Just try to be back before too many moons have passed.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already.
Already? Been a while.
Have you asked anyone else to come along? Then might I suggest we invite your Stola?
That's what I've said. That's my first option.
Ever since the Scions disbanded, she spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Google Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift. It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Charlian the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenon. Considering what you've told us of Alzadal's extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say.
Okay, let's go talk to her. There's a nod.
Splendid! Then let us head to the archives at once.
Wait, before you go. I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger. He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like. From what I can gather, the Loperites wish to build their own vault for the people of Atheris to explore, and are looking for inspiration to help make it a memorable experience.
Oh, a fake vault just for us to explore it. Okay.
So, why not take Urianger with you? Let him study Alzadal's legacy firsthand.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
Safe travels, you two. But don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
Right. Then it's off to the library.
Excuse me. A long day. People are getting added to the unending codex. Pew pew pew. I think they made a bunch of changes. Like you can actually customize this. Yeah, so you can just show all you want to see and it's asleep.
I've never known your Stola to doze off in the middle of research before.
We'll just sit here like creepers. Wipe that drool off your face.
Close my eyes for one moment.
Oh, I thought the audio messed up for a second. Scared her.
How long have you two been here?
We didn't want to wake you.
Nor did I want to fall asleep. I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me.
That's what happens when you don't sleep. Wonder if you remember any of that now.
As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections. Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library. So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past. A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runar, but 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
You needn't be so hard on yourself. The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
A scholar in her element.
But she's a black mage, not a scholar.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask of me?
Explain, explain. Explain, explain.
Alzadal is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family. But this is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world.
It's all making sense now.
If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished.
Yeah, there you go.
An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries. As if I could refuse.
You seem to like know a lot about the family just because of the way you said it, but you didn't know about him doing that.
On this expedition.
Kiali, by ship. But before that, we thought to extend an invitation to Urianger as well. He was in Thalmazane last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him and be on our way.
She's impatient. I just woke up. Let's go. I'm gonna leave all these books here. Maybe that's the little guy's job, is to clean all that up. He's probably not the only person to leave books just laying around for no reason. Well, I guess not no reason, but still. Alright, let's go to Thalmazane. A lot of travel in this. Oh, a lot of things added to the codex. Whoa! When you open the door, got thrown off there for a second. Okay. Why does the claw have this music? It'd be cool if it had like Garlean music to it. I think so, at least.
Champion.
Yeah, muy vorsecting.
Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure.
He turned full Brock.
I am told a new expedition is in the offing.
It's good to see you well.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed. Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies. The Loperids had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum have been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I returned to offer mine own counsel.
And what did you say?
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
You have learned of my predicament from Mistress Cryle. I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loperids now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts.
That sounds like fun. Let's go hunt some treasure.
Thus, with their
and kill it.
built wonderland of riches and mystery, do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon? So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation. But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos?
Repeating myself again.
Fascinating. This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation.
What about Thancred?
How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
Aye. Though I cherish the Scion's accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
You'd lose your touch.
Counting Estinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
I agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
Ugh, excuse me, dang.
What, no time to spare a word for the grizzled old bard?
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
You're looking well.
That's because we didn't travel by experimental etherite. It's astounding what a lack of nausea does for one's sense of well-being.
Won't complain. You loved it.
In any case, as we made our way around Ilzabard, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seemed fit to gather?
Do I get to explain it again? Yep.
Beneath the waters of the bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporits.
Ah, of course. And if you have Estinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
Oh, is he butthurt?
Feeling left out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I?
Never. Just kiss.
In all seriousness, it is best I sit this one out. Too many former scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters. I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations.
No, we're gonna leave you in the dark.
Till we meet again.
I guess.
Shall we also hasten our departure? Sir Estinian will wonder what hath become of us.
No, he won't. I told him what I was doing. Avner. This place has some good colors. That the rocks have like violet in them. So it's not so boring. I sent you to recruit Graha, and he returned with an entire survey party. I hope Matsia's boat is sturdy enough to carry us all. What he means is, we are grateful for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels. We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs in the shallows there. Aye, we'll keep an eye out. Money. Alzadal III. I confess I am somewhat embarrassed at the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore? And what of the treasure he supposedly brought back? This undersea vault may hold relics from another reflection. My friends, we should temper our expectations. The map doth promise ruins, but beyond that we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, aye. So let us dispense with the conjecture and set sail for the vault. Alzadal's Legacy. Oh, dungeon immediately. Okay. Just getting a list up of the quests so I know how long this is going to be. I may not be able to do it all in one night, but that's fine. Form a party. They changed the party selection. Insufficient item level. Wait, what? What am I supposed to... Okay. 1 second. Okay, so this is all 560 stuff. That is 2. All this stuff needs to be replaced. How do I get it? Stupid. I hate being gated like this. This is just... Can I, like, queue up for it as a normal dungeon? I can't even do that. Okay, well, I guess we're going to be taking a detour. I guess today isn't all story. Stupid. Okay, I'm going to check and see what... So I have some of the new tombstones. We have to start doing dungeons. How exciting. Well, time to, again, show off the tedium that comes with playing an MMO kind of like this. What I need to get is I have 560 of all the main thing. I need to get 560 accessories. Didn't they change how some things worked anyway? Yeah. So when I use my Reku Escott, it's 5 stacks of Reku Escotts, blah blah blah. Can feed your changes to Blade of Faith. Okay. Thought they changed how it worked. Maybe they didn't. Okay. Alright. Let's go check. Apparently we have to go to Rad's at hand. Like this thing is saying that doing the new Legacy Dungeon, or Alzadal's Legacy Dungeon, gives you 575 gear, but you need a 560 to get into it. So it's saying, okay, well, all of the endgame dungeons, the level 90 dungeons you do have access to, drop 560 gear, so I only have access to one. I apparently can unlock more, but I'm not gonna worry about it. And then you can spend the tomestones on pieces as well. Yeah, I don't even have the... I need to do 3... You know, let's just do that. So apparently I need to do the other 2 dungeons. Let's start there. What a pain. That's fine. Whatever. Well, let's see if I can find where to trade in these tomestones first before we repair as well. Oh, I already repaired. Tomestone exchange. Let's check out astronomy first. Oh, that gives 590 stuff. Okay. Isn't this capped at a weekly? Yeah, this one's kept at 450 per week, so that's going to take a while to get. In the meantime, though, I can check out aphorism stuff. Accessories. I'll need more of those, though, too. Well, I can't do those. So how do I unlock these? 2 dungeons I have to unlock. Okay, so on to Old Charlian. We're going to pick up 2 quests. We're going to unlock both. How very exciting. Who's ready for adventure? Apparently not me. Can't even get into the dang dungeon. There's one over here. Machu Picchu, nice. Oh, I don't want to click the 8th right. I want to pew pew and sprint. Run straight down, that's fine. Okay. Let's do that one first, because it's right there. I guess this is just generic flight music. Okay. That's right, after beating this area, like the music changed. Doesn't matter. Oh, I can just teleport over there. Digma Dreamscape. Keep up, game. Giant face. Smileton. Okay. Now, can I do these? Do I have the... Yes, I can. I have to complete them in order to do it, and 560 to do the expert roulette. Okay. Let's see if I can do it as a trust. What do you mean insufficient level? Apparently you can glamour them too.
I stand ever ready.
Our fates are not yet
Right
sealed.
then.
One.
Give it our all.
Twould be a pleasure as always.
Victory will be ours.
Well, I'm guessing I'm doing these as a regular dungeon then. Fine. Probably everybody's doing it right now because it's all new stuff. Let's at least watch the cutscene. Get an idea what we're dealing with. Dang. It's been a while since I played a paladin, so I'm having to relearn it. Maybe I'll get some of the gear here. No, it smells like cabbage. Ah. Oh, look at this boss. Don't let it catch you. You want to alternate blue and red debuffs. Check the tether, see which side is targeting. Once you get to 2 stacks, switch. And the faces on the sides will flip. Alternate every time. You get massive damage. If you don't, and we get blown around. Well then, okay. How do I alternate is the question. Off my lawn. Ah. So I didn't know how to switch. Oh, okay, blue. I still don't think I get it. I may have to look that up. Smiley kissers. You guys do quite a bit of damage. Confiteor. Looks like another boss to me. Yep. Frameworker. Interesting. You know, while I fix my pillow, they explain the fight. I'm gonna go take a quick look. It's the wrong one. Okay. For this next boss, the copies will jump, but they have arrows telegraph which direction. Targets the opposite area where they're facing. Confetia. Okay, so do not stand in the way that they're facing. Gotcha. Oh, geez. Okay. AoE's huge. Jesus, look at the arrows under their feet. I just saw bending. Excuse me. That's one piece I need. Yeah. Under construction, sorry. Oh, that's how they build things. That's kind of cool. Confetia. The last boss, that big dude way over there? Probably. They're 3D printing things in here, essentially. I'm at me. Computer. Oh, I can get in on that. Oh, I see it. Finally, a regolith. Take a blade of valor. I got one piece so far. This upgrade's an upgrade, you know. The second boss was pretty easy in comparison. The first boss is probably easy if I understood the mechanics. That's the way it is with any fight, honestly. Even hardcore boss raids, it's like it's way easier once you understand what's going on. See what we have here. What is your name? Smile Maker, the Big Cheese. Bunch of rabbits. So this one. Ha! Bombs will be dispersed by the conveyor belts. Arrows will soon, I'm going to read it out loud from the website. Arrows will soon appear, indicating how far the explosives will move. One conveyor will have single arrows, indicating the explosive will move to half the arena, close to the boss, while the other conveyor will have multiple arrows, indicating it will move to half the arena far from the boss. Safe, move to safe zone to avoid. A tank buster called Piercing Missile spawns 2 bombs, different quadrants to explode if they enter a radius. Then it spawns to the place. Cleave on the right for right assembler, disassembler. Cleave on the left for left assembler. Electric arc stack, target AoE, blah, blah, radar. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. I'm getting a bunch of materia too, that's good. When I wouldn't care about that. Yep, so this one goes all the way down, that one will stay up front. So we're going to be on this side. I need to pay attention to the disassembler too. I think that was just one of them. I think we got lucky there. There's the stack mechanic. And done. Nice. Did I get anything new? No, I did not. Okay. Well, that's one down. Maybe I should read up on the next one first. Before I... Oh, let's actually turn in the quest. Okay. So. No room for these. Well, these are all older end ones anyway. And look up this one too before I jump in. Okay. First boss. They look, they all the same drops too. The last blah blah blah. Okay. Leave the entire arena. No, I'm just gonna jump in. Find the best way to learn is to just jump in. While I'm waiting, actually, I can read. So first boss, Proto Omega. Side cannons. The boss will cleave the entire area from the left or right side of its hitbox, indicated by arrows. Rear Interceptors fires an AoE that covers the entire arena from the boss flank, as indicated by the small arrows. Move to the front of the boss's hitbox to avoid. Chemical Missile. All players but the tank are marked with point-blank AoEs, requiring them to spread to avoid overlapping damage. They drop lava puddles that will debuff a player with burning until you step out of them. Electric Slide. Random player will be marked for a stacking radial knockback from their hitbox. Then the boss will leap on that player, knocking everyone back. They should move in to avoid being knocked into the walls of the arena or use a knockback resistance skill. Because he puts a bleed AoE on the edge. Guided missile players will be tethered to missiles, so slowly move towards them, dealing minor damage and dropping more lava puddles. Buster Bomb is a tank buster. Okay, seems pretty simple. Arch Lambda, tank buster is the wheel. Room wide AoE, pretty simple. Automobile assault cannon. The boss will return to the center of the arena and indicate where it will dash to. It will dash 4 times, hitting a wall and returning. They should move to a space where the boss won't be charging. Wave cannon. A wall where the boss stops that ability, it will turn and cleave the entire room, the front half of its hitbox. You must move to the safe zone behind the boss to avoid. And sniper cannon. The boss will dash to the north wall and drop a line AoE from the center of the arena. Orbs will appear in the AoE and over the player's head, indicating that when the boss reaches that spot, the player will be hit by a laser attack. They should stand next to the corresponding number of orbs to avoid hitting other players in their beam. Okay. Last boss, Stigma 4, after roughly 5 seconds, the bleeding effect on the edge. AI takeover spawns one of 3 adds. Omega Frame. The add will use Rotowave Cannon, a cleave from one half its hitbox, and self-destruct, dealing massive damage if it isn't defeated before the cast finishes. Hybrid Dragon uses Fire Breath, a wide conal AoE with a very short telegraph. Players need to be next to the dungeon to avoid and self-destruct. Okay, blah blah. Proto Rocket Punch. 6 adds will spawn in the edge of the arena. Cast Rush. Once the cast is finished, the adds will fly across the arena. They need to find the gap between the adds for the safe spot. The boss will transform periodically into one of 2 shapes. If the boss turns to a double helix spiral, it will use a point blank AoE, move to avoid. Turns to a donut, it will fire donut AoE, so players move to the boss. Okay, so just pay attention if it's donut, move in, otherwise move out. Mind Hack. After the cast finishes, all players receive a face direction debuff that will cause them to run in the direction listed in relation to the face where they're facing once the debuff runs out. Players need to watch these and what shape the boss takes, then prepare to face accordingly. There's a removed AoE and spawns 2 or 3 different adds. From AI, okay, multi-AI takeover. So, doesn't seem too bad. We just need to get in. For some reason, the other one got in just fine. Well, I'm here. Yeah, figured as much. And now something pops up. I wonder how high I can go on this thing. See if I can get all the way up there. Find out. Yeah, I'm gonna turn. Mounted music off. I think this is some of this stuff is just way better. Surprised there isn't sightseeing up here. Vista. Maybe it's like on the outside edge of this, or maybe I already got it. I don't remember. It's Alright, well, nothing in here. Let's check the Allegan spaceship over here and see if there's one over there. Might be one up there too. I'll check it. Or just in that general area. Okay, nothing there, so let's head over here. Wait. Probably won't let me, honestly. There's a line right here that makes it so I can't fly past it. Yep. So there. Probably one inside though. At least one. Let's go listen to some Final Fantasy IV music for a minute. I'm already past the average wait time, so there we go. Watch this too. The Stigma Dreamscape. Now these aren't required for the story. This dungeon, the last one, but might as well do them while I'm waiting. I get gear that I might need, and I get tomestones I can use. I hit things in the wrong order. Like a noob. Confitio. And this music, man. Maser cannon. As opposed to laser cannon. Dang it. Fine. Are you gonna get a missile everybody? Confitio. That wasn't so bad. Of course, this necklace at aiming. Confitio. Pew pew pew. Go for lasers. They're just giving you a taste of the boss to come out there. They're doing wheel and stuff. I'm getting some lag. Beats y'all. Never mind. I was gonna jump in there, but it decided to come meet me head on. I'm like, alright. Give me another fending piece. You want to be near. Oof. Okay, so that's a sniper cannon. You can't get out of the way of it entirely. Good to know. You have to go stand on orbs. Because then it'll shoot out. Okay. He's going to go that way. He's going to go that way. He'll come over here. Yeah. This one hits everybody, so I hit it. Hope I got it in time. Yeah, that works, I guess. Can I just get the Ring of Fending? They're unique, right? Well, I can't take it. Dang it, of course. Drops another piece of fending, I can't even use it. Just my luck. Cool. Oh, this is them fighting the dragons. See, I know it's not important to the main story, but it does fill in some gaps, some of these things. Gunfitia. Ow. Another Ring of Fending. Stupid. We need help killing this thing, guys. Get out of the way. Yep. Oh, that's okay. So that's what it is. There's the donut. That wasn't so bad. It's going to about face me. Perfect. You're too close, buddy. Sorry about you. Multiple AI takeover. What's it going to be this time? Rocket punch and a dragon. Yep. But it's funny because it said that I was the only one that hadn't done this yet. And yet here we are. This one guy keeps just standing in things. Alright, somebody albeit. Got it. And it's aiming necklace. Awesome. Way over there for some reason. So now, when I do get to finish Al-Zadal's Legacy, then I'll get access to the Expert Roulette. Okay. Now I have more of these, so I can go back to Rad's at hand, right? Maybe I can pick up a piece. Just one would be nice. Homestone exchange. First, let's check this astronomy. Doubt I have anything. Never mind, I can pick up the shield. Might as well, actually. Okay, so now let's check out the... Okay. Which one needs more replacement? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, the earring needs more... Dang. Alright, well, earring offending then. Inward earring offended. Yep. Okay. I think I actually have enough for one more. Ooh. Okay. And now I need, what's the biggest one? 48. Oh, I can't do another ring, can I? No, I can, because this is a different type of ring. Ring offending. There it is. So now I can finally enter Alzadal's legacy. But unfortunately, my time is up. So, go ahead and do the outro now. Thanks everybody for watching. This video and all of the videos will be uploaded to YouTube for your viewing pleasure, mainly the story, so this one definitely. Once I finish the story, I'll go back to streaming without recording until more story comes out, you know, or whatever. And we'll go from there. So again, thank you everyone for watching.